What you saw?
No.
You didn't get a new truck or anything?
No, I didn't give myself a raise right now. It's all. Same thing.
Entertaining a motion, Chairman?
Yes.
I move with that.
Yeah.
September.
Motion is second. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We do have the trust. There's a landfill and the transfer station trust with Northwest.
And everything's pretty much in order with the trust.
Everyone's on board with how things can be conducted and what are appropriate and channels for that.
I think we got that.
See, it's still in care of Deb Stevens. That need to get changed with Northwest.
Stuff that gets solved, but it gets sent, I believe it gets sent.
To the address,
Yeah,
yeah.
it gets sent.
And you said your name's on, is your name on as a signer or anything since she left?
It requires board approval to make any changes to the trust, so. As to this account, as to the trust accounts, it's not probably necessary for any particular individual to be. But that's, we can address that, we can let them know.
I knew the address was correct and it was still getting where it's supposed to go.
With regard to financial reports or the finances and reporting, the motion that was just made and approved, was that for the financial report or was that for all, was that intended to be like all
I thought that was just for September.
What's that?
financial report?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was for September.
Can I ask a quick question out of the, on the, income, year to date, we show a little over 10,000 in interest and 6,000 in dividends. Does that just get paid to us or does that just accumulate in the account?
That's what we mean from the bank,
Are you talking about?
the new program we
I'm
just
sorry.
started.
The market value for market reconcilement
In the trust, the landfill trust,
in the landfill trust, yeah.
is year to date.
I would assume
We don't
just accumulate.
We
It
don't
just
receive
accumulates in
distributions
there.
out of it, it just gets reinvested and accumulates.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is this a yearly report on this trust or?
They send us quarterly
That's
now.
for the 7 to the 9, yeah. Looks like July 1st through September 30th.
Do I need any kind of motion in on the, nah, I don't think
No,
so.
just. Really just a matter of record that we received an additional report.
Okay. And it looks like we have the claims. So yeah, here we go.
On number 29, Jeff, what exactly is their duties and responsibilities?
SCS,
Yeah.
you're saying there? Yeah, that's the company we use for household hazardous waste. So all the stuff that people bring from their garages and stuff from Adams County, paints, aerosols, all those things. We have a company that comes, we package them in 55-gallon drums as much as we can. We try to do stuff as cheap as we can get it for the best bang for our buck. And they come about 3 times a year. So that's what we're paying
My
for
next
is
question.
chemicals. So they don't end up in the
Okay, thank you.
landfill or in a ditch or whatever. We got a lady that represents that company is from Monroe and she's awesome. I call her, I get a chemical or something we don't know about and we want to know about it. She'll stop down there. She does a very good job. She's local here and she helps with anything we have.
I've seen their vehicles floating around off and wondered. what they're
Yeah,
about.
they do a lot of at 5 points at the roundabout, they took those tanks out of there and did all that. They do a lot of environmental stuff, but yeah, they're out of Fort Wayne. But yeah, we have to pay them quite a bit of money to get rid of that stuff, but
Well,
works out.
I really appreciated that you do that. A couple of years ago, I bought a garage where the guy did all his own body work. and
Oh, I
stuff,
know,
and so
I know.
I had a whole cabinet full of all these paints and
I know,
everything.
that's what, that's why we don't take businesses, you know, business comes out here, we don't do that, but we'll take, that's why it's called household hazardous waste. It comes from home or somebody leaves it over. But yeah, everybody moves into a house and there's always tube TVs and chemicals. Nobody seems to find a way to remove those. But no, that's what that is. SCS, environmental contract.
I'll make a motion to approve the claim.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, we will go to payroll.
I assume you're fully staffed, right?
Yes, we are. Yep, we're doing good. Everything's, we said, we've got some very good employees. It makes the job a lot easier. Yes. You know, they're gonna be there every day. I look out in their vehicles there and I can count on them. Yeah, I can, great employees. That's pretty close. $49 difference between the two payrolls. I think we did
Yeah.
pretty good. Good. Oh, he's there. He's on vacation a lot. He's somewhere now.
Second.
Oh,
Motion and second, all in favor?
aye.
Opposed, same sign.
He does.
I do have a question. Should we have had claims for September or just October?
For September, should be.
The claims.
Yeah, it should just been September claims, right?
These were October, right?
I think that should have been. It should have been claims for September. Right?
Not payroll.
Oh,
The-
Claims.
Oh, you got that.
says up.
Yeah, it says October.
We approved it last month.
We approved September's?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, we already approved September's.
Okay, while I'm signing this, we'll go ahead with, I guess, the old business. Do you have anything?
No business, no,
How about new?
no. I do have a couple things under the director's report.
All right.
We did, our budget was adopted for 2026 by county council. That went well. We did have, I just wanted to bring this up, is we did receive a letter from the sewer district about possibly putting the sewer out to our location. So they had several meetings. So Christy and I went to a meeting last week, 2 weeks ago, I guess, 2 weeks ago. And just more of an informal. We were kind of concerned that if it did come out there, how much it was gonna cost us. And if they did it next year, do we have enough money in our budget for what we have to do to so we did talk with them and I mean, it's projected. I don't know if this was something, maybe you guys know, is this something in the works when the county home was still out there? Was that the purpose of running it out there? I don't know. I'm just kind of,
Yeah,
they
there was
said
some
this.
discussion, but
Okay.
it really is not,
Okay.
it's not out there due to the county.
Okay, well, it was projected to come out there and they said, they're talking about next year. Well,
Right.
we were just concerned about the cost and they said they would pretty well treat us just like a residence. Cause any given time, we have about 10 people out there as far as payment. They would run it, the grinder, they put everything back to our location that we want and all we have to pay is hook up to the grinder. And that's what they pretty well said, that they would treat us just like an individual residence. I don't know.
I'm not sure if Nate knew what they were gonna, I talked to him, he says, well, when they apply for the grant, it's for the basis of eliminating current problems, not necessarily potential new development, so
Yeah, I don't know, but that's the way, Christie, that's the way you took it too, that they just basically said, if it comes out our way, they're gonna hook us up.
I don't think it's in the plans anytime soon, right? I mean, we
It
just,
was
met-
all listed, he said next year.
but we just talked to, so we just met with
They
them
gotta get
yesterday.
underneath the road out there, the
We just
bypass.
met with them yesterday and they only talked about projects going north.
Okay, so, but we got a letter if we wanted to, you know, to try to be exempt from it and use our own facility, but we come and talk to them and they act like it was still, it would been for next year when it would, if they did do it, so.
Here's the letter, it says the projection is for 2026.
So I don't know. I mean, that's all we.
And let me make another statement while you said they're gonna treat you like a residence. That's partially true. But because you are industrial, that you'll have to use the city use ordinance and it'll be tested from the city, just like any other industry. So that's some things that we talked about yesterday. Some of the contracts are gonna be changed a little bit. And only because Carrie has to report to the state. If there's any kind of a commercial industrial user on our line, she has to be okay to go test it whenever we need.
Well, that's what we have to do with our tank that comes out of our, we send that and get it tested and then Carrie allows us to dump it after we check it for all the chemicals in it. But yeah, we're already now IDEM, our facility is supposed to be for employees only, as the restrooms and all that. We had to post a sign up there that we didn't, it was just because we're just right there at the number where we're gonna have to have it tested all the time, but we fell just short of the number and they were satisfied by just posting a sign that is for employee use only to the water. So
You don't have any trough drains anywhere, do you? I mean, in the bays, you don't have.
we got a drain that goes in the bay, but it goes into a holding tank and we pump that out once a year.
I see.
Yeah,
where
and we
does
have to have that
where does
kept.
go?
That the city takes it after we have it tested.
I see.
They take a sample, they test it, and once Carrie okays it, then we have
That's
Blum
the
Reber
thing.
come out and they pump it and then they dispose of it. And we pay them for that too, that service.
Right.
And you only have to pump that once a year. That
Yeah,
must be a big
yeah.
tank.
And and we've really eliminated a lot going in there just because we, you know, maybe you know it, we see those mattresses out there. We use those as a
Sponges, huh?
squeegee, as a sponge. And the city, when they dump their garbage truck, there is some nasty stuff comes out and they dump it. And we take box springs and we let it soak up into that box spring and then it's thrown away. Disposed of that way. But the stuff that goes in there, yeah, it doesn't fill up that often. You figure if you get a lot of rain and stuff, but the drain's farther up on the kind of towards the middle, so we get a lot of it. It's right in the materials. Goes with the trash.
Use the box spring more than once or the one and
Just leave one and done. We do. It's funny. Stacy Myers, one that started that with the mattresses. I hate to see him sitting out there, but his concept that he's got, I just can't say anything because he'll leave like 5 or 6, but they work so good. He keeps that place so clean with those things. Puts them right in the clam and just pushes it right up there and just kind of works like a big old mop and cleans that stuff up. It does a really good job.
Then they sell them for used mattresses.
Yeah, then we sell them. Have a mattress.
Isn't that what you put in your rental?
Somebody come and clean them. Yeah. Is that what you're doing with those, Stan? I wonder what we saving them for Stan now.
No wonder those new units are fully furnished. So, I get it.
That's right.
It's a nice cover over them though, don't you?
You know, between the transfer station and Goodwill. probably.
Yeah, you're in good shape, just along the road, you know? Yeah.
St. Vincent de Paul.
All right, anything else, Jeff?
Well, Drainage Board, you utilized the south landfill property to dip a ditch from the levee to the river. We appreciated that.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up. So yeah, they did a real
okay.
good job of that and it's nice and cleared off. I was looking, we talked to Stacy, there might be a possibility we'll spray it, keep the brush down, but the way it's laid out there, we may be able to, when we're down there mowing, we may be able to mow that along here and keep it kind of knocked down.
Usually I don't know, you might want to check with drainage if they put Torton on those stumps, that'll take care of it.
Well, there really wasn't, it was all small stuff. We didn't have any big stuff on our side. Yeah, tore it on. Yeah, we put that. Yeah, that stuff works good. Yeah, it looks really nice. I went down and walked it. They did a very good job. Went all the way to the river and it's all opened up and because they were having trouble with it. Because there's a lot of water runs through there. Comes through that dam. So yeah, they did a good job with it. That was Linda Myers.
Okay, on to District Attorney's report.
Good morning, everybody. I have three separate resolutions to present to the board for consideration this morning. As Jeff said, the budget was approved by county council and now it's ready for final adoption by the board. So the first order would be consideration of resolution 2025-3, which adopts, the district's budget for calendar year January 1 of 26 through December 31st of 26, and includes our budget form 1 as exhibit A and the ordinance of adoption by county council, as exhibit B. So entertain a motion to introduce and pass resolution 2025-3.
So moved.
Second.
You looked right at me and I figured.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
I should have said by short title only, but resolution 2025-3. Resolution of the Adams County Solid Waste Management District Board of Directors establishing expenses of the Adams County Solid Waste Management District for the year ending December 31, 2026, and ratifying and approving its adopted tax levy tax rate.
Motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay.
Next, we have resolution 2025-4, which is a resolution establishing the meeting dates for 2026. As you all know, the board has regularly scheduled meetings for 8 meetings throughout the calendar year. And they will be scheduled January 20th, March 17th, May 19th, July 21st, September 15th, October 20th, November 17th, and December 15th.
I move we approve, resolution 2025-4, setting the dates for 26.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Gonna send, you wanna email those dates out, Chrissy? Okay.
Sounds like none of those coincide with any holidays or anything like that.
We're gonna ask Christie about the spring break and fall break. What did we talk about that? We were talking about for next year's.
So I know this past, for October, it fell, our meeting date fell over fall break. There's potential for that next year. I know for the conference where the mayors and I attended, it's a different week, so there's not a conflict with that, but it could certainly fall within the
It'll be,
fall break.
if the county schools follow each other, that would be fall break, October 20th. No, wait. Let me look here quick. It might be, okay. Yeah, that's the third week. That will fall during fall break for some, depending on, I don't know if North Adams goes a whole week or just 3 days. There's a whole week, okay. South Adams is 3 days, Adams Central is a whole week.
Chances are good we'd have a quorum.
But that's fall
Yeah.
break.
Wouldn't bother me.
Yeah.
Well, we could always change it if we find out
Yeah,
different,
good
just
call.
like we did last.
Like we
this
did last time.
Yep.
So there was a motion to introduce resolution 2025-4. Is there a motion? A vote?
We don't.
Do you have a motion? I'll second, or you need a motion?
I entertain a motion to.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The dates are set.
And then, the final resolution is 2025-5. Which sets the salaries for the district for calendar year 2026. So I'd entertain a motion to introduce resolution 2025-5 by short title only.
What did we do salary wise? 3%?
What's that?
Salary wise?
No, we did the,
3.
4.
Four, the county did 4, right?
yeah, I think every county was 4, so that's.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same.
Resolution 2025-5, resolution of the Adams County Solid Waste Management District Board of Directors establishing salaries and hourly rates for all full-time and part-time personnel and fixing the number of personnel to be employed by the district for the year 2026.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Those are all the resolutions I have for today. Next month, there will be a couple of more, likely including like the holiday dates and hours for the district or for the transfer station. And then I will also have like the controller and attorney contracts prepared for next month. So.
The only thing I had added on here, we talked about it, was Luganville Trucking name change. I remember you talked about it. It wasn't such a big, I thought it needed to be brought up to the board about Luganville. They've changed the name of it from D Luganville Trucking to, is it just now?
Dumpster trucking.
Yeah, so I didn't know if you needed to bring something. We talked about it before about them changing that name, and you didn't think we needed a resolution or anything, but I think we just thought it was to brought up to the board that they changed the name.
They did, yeah, they did. There doesn't need to be any
Okay.
additional
Okay,
action.
I just put that on, 'cause I thought we talked about that.
What was it changed to, Chrissy?
Bill is the dumpster and trucking.
Good.
So there are 3 originals of each of the resolutions that have been passed. So each board members can sign. That's all I have.
Jeff, I just wanted to make a comment. I'm not out there very often. I don't use it very much. But in the last month, I think I've been there twice helping my daughter with something, or my dad with something, and people were very helpful. The place was clean. I mean, it was spotless in there, and the people jumped right up to help. And So I appreciate it.
Like I said, we got good employees. That's what our goal is, to make it look like it's not a transfer station. And
yeah,
everybody helps. Yeah, it's all good. Thank you.
My favorite is when I go out there with the dump trailer and my battery's dead.
It's like, we give you a 30-foot set of jump cables.
Yeah, either that.
We used to
either
do
that
it
or
with a
the-
jump box, but we were eating them up all the time. So
Yeah.
we said, you know what, if you're gonna come out here with the low battery, we'll just give you jumper cables and reach from your truck to it. And we
Yeah.
did,
To the
30,
trailer.
they're 30 feet long. They fit for just about every
But
truck.
there's always somebody there to help.
yeah.
They're long, yeah. Had to special order those.
I've never seen 30-foot jumper cables.
Oh, they're long. Yep, they fit the truck, run all the way from the battery all the way back to there, especially if you got a real long truck.
Right, start carrying them in the truck.
We guard those two. Don't try to drive off with them.
Guess I got nothing from the public, I see. There's no one here.
It's a good sign.
When you pull up in the room, it's full of.
Yeah. There's 3 of them in there, Grady.
Signatures on that file.
So you just.
Next year, hospital conferences.
We're not there hasn't been, and you haven't heard anything on any scuttlebutt on legislation that would affect solid waste at this point.
Nothing heard of, just like Ann was talking about, just for everything starting next year, but I don't know. Not exactly.
SEA 1 is definitely, so Senate Enrolled Act 1 is certainly going to impact everyone's taxing ability, and with the district being a special taxing unit, is going to get lumped in with a category. It's gonna be significantly impacted at the conference that, Greg, Dan and I attended last week. There was significant discussion about SEA one. And a lot of ideas floating about how, how to make up certain revenue sources. My takeaway was sit tight. There's going to be changes. There's recognition that
That's the
what was
funding
passed
That's all right.
and mechanisms that were intended to offer or make available revenue replacement insufficient. And so they are going to be reworking and making adjustments with that in the next legislative session. And so I don't necessarily want to get too much into the weeds or too much into how it's going to impact the district just yet. And I kind of like to see what happens this coming legislative session.
So I serve on Ames Legislative Committee and we've been meeting already monthly and I'm actually going to Indy next week to meet with legislators, so. We'll see what happens. We'll see when the dust settles. Cause it's, again, I think a lot of even the legislators said that it's not gonna look like what it looks like right now. It's just too bad they passed it before they fixed it, but where we're at. You guys,
Well,
anybody else?
that was something after they passed it, and even the DLGF had no clue what to do with it.
Right.
They had to sort it out.
Right. I think everyone's trying to figure it out right now. Anybody else have anything for the good of the order?
Well, I just want to say it is good to have Ann here because I think when you introduce these resolutions and go through things, I mean, there's a strong element of trust and you've done your research and you've done, what you're presenting is good, a good point. So I appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move.
There's nothing else.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, adjourn.
Thanks, everyone.
You guys have